Hey everyone, Sparks back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video, and it is now time to look at Tia. If you didn't see my Naga video, I recorded that just a second ago. It's the video I uploaded right before this one, so go back and check that out. I'm doing these skill analyses live. I haven't looked at them at all, and I'm excited to see what Tia does here. There were some interesting things with Naga's kit about things being triggered with shields, so my guess is that Tia here is going to provide those shields, and she is a defender. Burst 1 with a rocket launcher, so I have a feeling she is going to be our shield girl. But let's go ahead and take a look at her, and whoa, okay. Button bursting there. Dressed a little sloppy, but yeah, definitely got the goods underneath. We'll take a look at that one more time. Is she in band? Is that like a giant like trombone or like tuba in her case there? Slash rocket launcher. Okay. See the chibi? Oh, I see. The chibi just always has the goods out. Doesn't even bother trying to hide it. It just too much power to be contained. All right, let's go back and take a look at her stats. By the way, if you didn't see the Naga video, link to that video in the description below as well. Okay, so like I said, Burst 1 Defender with a rocket launcher. She is Iron type. And we'll see what these skills do. So skill 1, Reptile Lover. Okay, so she's kind of a weird animal girl here. Activates, it's a passive, activates when recovering, covers HP, affects self. Okay, so right off the bat here, we can see that she is meant to work with Naga. However, we could also potentially pair her with Leader, because Leader is the original one that recovers HP of cover as well, right? But then you're having two burst 1s, so I mean, obviously the intention is to put Naga and Tia together, but just saying it's not the only way you could get that to work. Anyway, so when you recover, covers HP, she affects herself with the cooldown of burst skill down by 13 seconds. Down by 13 seconds. So is that just like, that is a massive decrease. Stacks up to 2 times and lasts for 12 seconds. Holy cow, okay. That is a massive cooldown reduction. And then activates when recovering covers HP, affects all allies. Attack damage goes up by 32% for 10 seconds. Attack damage? Wait, am I reading that right? So this isn't an attack up by 32%. Is that how they normally word that, damage? I'm guessing this just means damage up by 32%, which if that's what that means, 32% increase in damage is way more powerful than if it was a 32% increase in attack. Because that's just like, you know, whatever after the whole formula works itself out to be, this is the amount of damage you do, is then going to do 32% more of that damage. So if that's what that actually means, that is really nuts. Okay, she's living up to her partner in power level here so far. Okay, skill 2 is another passive. Activates after landing 5 normal attacks and affects self. Okay, so she has to land 5 attacks, and then covers max HP, goes up by 32% of the caster's max HP, and lasts for 5 seconds. Okay, so she is going to increase the max HP of the cover. So she's really going to be making that cover tanky, and then combined with Naga, repairing it, you could potentially have like infinite cover here. That's really, really strong. She's also going to taunt all enemies for 5 seconds. Okay. This might be good, it might not. Let's see if she has enough sustain to stay alive. Activates when using her burst skill, affects self, covers HP by 14% of the caster's final max HP. So she can also recover cover on her own. She doesn't even need Naga to do that all the time. And recovers 29% of attack damage for 10 seconds. And recovers 29% of attack damage for 10 seconds. Wow, okay. So also, we're getting like a vampire effect here. Okay, yes. So again, I mean, we have like... I mean, she's a defender and a rocket launcher, so I don't know. Might still run into the Christmas Rupee problem of not having enough health for herself to stay alive with the taunt, but Okay, this may or may not be strong. Skill 1 is amazing. Skill 2, I would say, is looking a little weaker, but probably still good. Okay, and then her burst, 40-second cooldown. Okay, so she has to be paired with another burst 1. This doesn't necessarily make her bad, because we've already seen with Rapunzel, who's a burst 1 with a slow cooldown. She's still very, very usable, but you know, it does mean we need to use some other burst 1 with her. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to cycle through our burst. Okay, so effect self generates a shield. Okay, so here's the shields. This is how we're going to trigger all of Naga's abilities. With 35% of casters' final max HP for 10 seconds. All right, that's a pretty strong shield. I'd have to look at the numbers, but I believe this is probably quite a bit stronger than Senti's shield. And then it also affects all allies except for herself. Okay. Generates a shield with 10% of the caster's final max HP for 10 seconds. Okay. So slightly weaker shield for all the other allies, and then a really powerful one for herself. And then also affects all allies. Re-enter burst stage 1. Yo, I just made a Christmas Rupee reference without even realizing that she's like a new Christmas Rupee. So the only other unit that we've had that has been effectively a burst 0 like this is Christmas Rupee. So now we're finally getting another person that can trigger another burst 1. Okay, so clearly she's meant to be used with a burst 1, but she's only going to go off every other time because of her cooldown being a 40-second cooldown, whereas Christmas Rupees would go off every single time. Will be interesting to see what, if any, kind of lag there is between that. Christmas Rupee had to get a buff to make the delay between her going off and your other burst 1 going off shorter, and she did get improved that way. So hopefully Tia here will also have that same benefit. Tia looks pretty good. I would have to say, of the two, Naga looks maybe like the even more powerful one, but Tia looks very, very strong. And then also, Naga is more dependent on other units to do stuff, whereas Tia is a little bit more self-sufficient because Naga needs people to make shields to trigger a lot of her stuff. Of course, Tia has to be, she's dependent on another burst 1, because if she just goes off on her own, you know, she's 40 seconds, she's also going to try and trigger another burst 1, and there's not going to be another burst 1 to trigger, and it's just going to be a mess. So they do have some balancing here. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you planning to pull for these? Do you think these are the real final kits? Are you still saving for anniversary? Do you prefer Naga or Tia? We'll end the video with one more button burst. And don't forget to check me out on stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Please give me a sub if you are interested in Nikke videos. I'm an official Nikke content creator, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.